Hey, this is Rochelle, here to rap with you about writing algebraic expressions given verbal descriptions. I just got an email from JD that I want to read to you. JD says, the teacher gave the following verbal descriptions and asked us to translate into algebraic expressions. I'm a little confused. I get the real easy ones, but these all say the same thing to me. Please help. Okay, so I've taken a look at what JD sent to me, and here's my advice, JD. When you have the word sum or difference used in a verbal description, remember that you want to use parentheses. Somewhere in your algebraic expression, you're going to have parentheses, okay? I think that you said you understand the easy ones, so you know what the word sum means. You know that a number represents a variable. In my example, we're going to use the variable x in each one, okay? So, sum and difference, use parentheses, okay? Let's take a look at the first one. The sum of a number and 8. We know sum means addition. I'm still going to put it in parentheses. My number is x and 8. Now, you may say, hey, Rochelle, can I just put x plus 8? Of course you can. But remember, you say you're a little confused. So I will start this way first, okay? Let's take a look at the second one. The difference of a number and 8. You know that difference means subtraction. Parentheses, a number, subtract 8 will translate into the difference of a number and 8. You with me? Okay, let's try this one. The sum of a number squared and 8. So I know I'm going to place this in parentheses. Why? Because I see the word sum. What's your sum? What are you adding? You have the sum of a number squared. Now is it just a number, but that number is squared. So I'm going to put a 2 here. And I'm adding 8 to it. So this reads, the sum of a number squared and 8. Okay? Let's try the next one. The square of the sum of 5 times a number and 8. JD, I can see why you get confused. This really is like a lot. The square of the sum of 5 times a number and 8. Well, you see the word sum, so you know you're using parentheses. Start there first. Okay? What are you adding? You have the square of the sum of 5 times a number and 8. So you're adding 5 times a number and 8. I'm going to put 5 times x plus 8. That takes care of my sum. What about the square? The square of the sum of 5 times a number and 8. This is telling you that you want to square the entire sum. So your square goes here. Notice the difference between the previous example and this one here. Okay? Let's try the next one. 5 times the sum of a number and 8 squared. 5 times the sum of a number and 8 squared. Start with the sum. So you know you're putting in something inside parentheses. What are you putting inside parentheses? The sum of a number, which we'll call x, and 8 squared. So this time, my 8 is the number that is being squared, okay? Now, is it finished? No. What about the 5? 5 times the sum of a number and 8 squared. Your 5 will go on the outside, okay? Now, from my experience in tutoring, this is what I see a lot of. I see a lot of, which is wrong, 5x plus 8 squared. It doesn't say 5 times a number, the sum of 5 times a number plus 8 squared. It says 5 times the sum of a number and 8 squared. So make sure you're getting this right. This is not right. Okay? Let's try the last one, JD. 5 times the difference of the square of a number and 8. 5 times the difference of the square of a number and 8. Remember, the word different, you want to use parentheses as well. Difference means subtraction. What are you subtracting? The difference of the square of a number, the square of a number, and 8. I'm subtracting that. What do I want to do to it? I want to multiply 5 times that difference. So my 5 goes on the outside. So remember when you're doing these problems, sum and difference can be a little bit confusing, a little bit challenging. Make sure that you place them inside parentheses first. Look to see what you're making the sum of and the difference of. If you need to multiply a number on the outside, take care of that last. Hope you understand.